How do you find it here? How do you find this country after two weeks of touring?
I find it amazing.
Amazing. It is amazing.
So would you go back home and tell your friends or relatives that it was safe?
Oh,
it was okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Does anybody want to add something, guys?
Well, we were well looked after because there was security everywhere. Yeah. That you took us.
Which was amazing because I didn't have no idea there was that going on behind the scenes, which is
Yeah. Thank you very
Very
much.
reassuring.
History is a major focus on this country.
Yes.
And your safety comes before everything.
But still it allowed us,
Yeah, that's so good. That's so
It
good.
allowed us to see history and to
Yeah,
experience what they
we're
did.
so happy we hear that. And we're looking forward for Canadians to know this and get to come back in the near future.
Well, I just find that there's reality with all the Ramesses and Nefertari and Nefertiri, but then you have the mythology, which is
Makes it interesting.
interesting.
It
Yes,
interacts with the history.
yes, it does.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say about the history or the stuff you've seen all over your trip?
But the fact that it's so ancient, I mean, you talk about
Yeah.
3,000, 4,000 years BC, I mean, it's incomprehensible, really.
Yeah.
To understand it.
Yeah, I know.
I just find the size of these things is just massive, and how they could.
You haven't seen the big guy lying in that room yet. Ramses II is there. We'll see it soon.
It's everything gigantic.
Yes.
A big scale.
Yeah, they've been showing us. They've been building huge stuff. They've been trying to say we're here.
And they're very conscious of the afterlife as well.
That's
Very
cool.
concerned about
What's left?
arriving in the next
Great.
life with all their
Great.
treasures.
We've toured everything. We have never seen a house or a palace. Because life for them is very short. But eternity meant everything. They've been only building and exaggerating for houses of eternity like tombs and temples. We've been touring everywhere. The bands here. Look how tiny the bands are. And look at the huge ones they had in Karnak and Luxor. This is the beginning of the creation of a limestone column. They were not that progressed. This is the first time to use columns. Columns are all ripped. Number of rips is between 17 and 19. And that does not have any real significance that we know. Columns are 20 on the right and 20 on the left. The ones had a limestone ceiling which is ruined and fell and been replaced by another concrete ceiling. If you look behind the columns, the architect had a big fear of the collapse of the columns, as this is the first time to use limestone for construction. So what the architect did is that he built what we call tongue wall as a support. A small tongue wall behind the column to support, as he had a fear of the collapse of those columns. Embalming the four organs have been spoken. This is a coffin. Actually, coffins have been composed of upper and lower lids. This is an upper lid of a coffin. On the other side, a lower lid of another coffin, and they don't belong to each other. Okay, guys, you don't belong to each other. Look at this. It's made out of granite and still has some figures of gods.